Danksgiving, everyone.
Danksgiving, Dank, Danksgiving, Danksgiving. What?
What? Yeah.
I got nothing.
420 smoke a blaze up.
Show and Sell.
Hello and welcome to Show and Sell, the show that celebrates digging through what
other people's trash.
Hello, Trash Dragons. My name is Chris, Trash Dragon of the West. This is my guitar, Mr. Blankenship.
Hi, Mr. Blankenship.
Mr. Blankenship.
He says, like, share, subscribe, people out there, and reminded me that I sell on eBay and Discogs, mostly media.
And play guitar.
Wait, what? What is going on?
You said I play on, and so I was finishing that thought for you.
Oh, thank you.
You play guitar, but you also sell.
Oh, yeah. No, I totally play guitar and shred. I shred.
He shreds. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Yeah, thank you.
That's why we call you Wheat.
My name is Katie, and I'm Trash Dragon of the South, and I sell clothing and accessories all around. And I am always on the hunt for things that are spooky, a little bit sparkly, and very unique.
And I'm Joe. I'm the Trash Dragon of the East, and I like to buy a little bit of everything and a lot of several things. And I am also very proud to be scrounging through the wreckage and ruins of civilization to get my stuff to sell. And I will, as will be demonstrated later today.
Yay.
Can you stay tuned long enough?
Do you guys have any updates? Oh, jeez. Wow. Don't.
Oh, nice.
That better not be a thing that brought you joy, Katie.
It's not. It just it does bring everyone joy though, because it's very funny. And it's probably the best gift I've ever received from my dear friend Rami, and Chris's friend Rami, and Joe's friend Rami.
Yeah, all our friends Rami.
But yeah, she nailed it. It's very good.
That is astonishingly good.
I really needed a sweatshirt. Several sweatshirts.
5 cat
of this.
themed. Yeah, the cat plus a movie or a musical theme is it's
cat set.
Yeah.
Instead of cosette, it's cassette. Cat set. Yep. I love it. It's my favorite. Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Joe?
You can finish the entire thing with Jesus Cat Superstar. Then the Catrum of the Opera, and of course cats.
Yeah. And of course cats.
Joe, you selling more of those kitty posters?
I haven't. I think I sold 1 or 2 more. I think I'm doing okay as far as the kitty posters are concerned. I think I have officially broken even and will turn a profit with the next sale.
Sweet. That's always an exciting moment.
Yes.
Katie, any updates?
Yeah. I have a bone to pick with someone out there called Shiny Shoes, I believe is her business idea. I have been painting shoes with glitter and metallic paint for quite some time, which I have not shown here yet, but I will whenever we have an appropriate category for it. And there is someone on Instagram doing something called Shiny Shoes, where you bring your shoes to her and she makes them shiny, as in puts foiled paper on them and makes like a very boring black men's dress shoe into a spectacular glitter fest. So either I need to befriend her or I have to destroy her. So that's my update. I haven't decided which.
Always the woman friend dilemma. Destroy or befriend? Bringing close or bringing close and destroy?
I think that probably bringing close is smart. I think that we could join forces on this.
Yes.
I'm ready. That's my update. That happened this morning. No, like that out loud.
I can see that. I don't have any updates, so I'm gonna take us to the next segment. The thing that brought you joy.
The thing that brought you joy.
The thing that brought you joy. The thing that brought you joy. What a glorious item! It's here in our houses.
All right. Thank you, Joe. That was beautiful. Why did you begin, Caruso?
Look, it's Enrico Caruso. Great naked gun moment. Oh,
Thank you.
hello.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Ulysses is having
Ulysses
an
is in the
anxiety
house.
morning.
he's having a hard time.
Samples is also here.
And
I'm not.
I've got the closest thing I have to a pet, which is my Iron Man 2 shirt.
Which you adopted.
Yes.
Officially. Anyway,
Yes.
so the thing I bought that brought me joy is I'm a little delayed today's proceedings because I've been working a clean out, and I got this. This was in the garage. It's not in tip-top shape just yet, but it is on its way to being in tip-top shape.
It's
that
pretty
is
tip-top.
Free, and it's going to be in tip-top. It's pre-tip-top shape, so it's like I've given it a rudimentary cleaning. I'm going to give it a much more thorough cleaning, and I'm going to do a little oiling as well. But it's this awesome Boston pencil sharpener.
I love those.
That's
I
very
always
cool.
love Eddy crank pencil sharpener, but this one has a clear. This one has like a clear bin for shavings and a clear red bin. And
So you can know when it's full and when that's so good.
Exactly, but it's got some dings and some grunge, some scunge on it. So I've got to scrape off the paint and scrape off, and also this this part of the handle, this little thing is not turning. So I have decided that hopefully over the course of this episode, this 3-in-1 oil will penetrate and it'll do the job necessary to. So I will keep you updated as the episode goes on, whether or not this finally.
I like these like episode long problem solvings, kind of like the butter from last week, where you you revealed it and it's like now we got butter lumps.
Very good.
See our magnificent 50th episode for more on that.
Yes.
So what's your item of joy?
My item of joy. So
Chris.
You've seen it all along, hidden in plain sight. It's these little teacups. So I've had these for a long time. I went to Hong Kong. It was the first time I've been to Asia, and we got these Japanese style mugs. And this is like my favorite. Like, I don't buy a lot of mementos. Like, I'll buy food, and on that trip, I bought a lot of tea. These are very precious to me. Like, if one of them broke, there's two of them, and if one of them broke, it would be one of the few things that would make me sad. Like,
oh boy,
most of my house, there's only a handful of things that would make me very sad to lose.
And that's one. You got it.
That's one of the like top 5. This just reminds me of a really great trip that was like really eye-opening and beautiful. But I also just love they're solid, they're weighty. I love brushstroke art. It's very simple. But yeah, I love these. So that is, I brought these out, and I'm drinking tea out of them for the first time. Have you gone, Katie, yet?
I haven't.
All right, then go.
My item of joy is this book that I've had forever and ever and ever. I'm actually almost cut it up a few times because I love Peter Max, the artist, and so I've had this a long, long time. But it's really cool. He's just the best. Anyways, I don't know why I first discovered him or whatever, but I was really excited when I found this book. And then I pulled it out the other day because I have a few book boxes that never got unpacked. And this was in the bottom. And I knew I had this, and I knew I had a big Grey's Anatomy book. And so I was like, I want both of those out right now. I don't know why. And I decided that but really, sorry, he's the most famous for like all the psychedelic stuff, like sort of the Yellow Submarine type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I looked it up, and it's actually, I don't know. Some people think it's worth a lot of money. Some people think it's worth not that much money, but it isn't from 2002, so it's fairly old now. So it's over 20 years old, and I guess there were multiple editions of this, and I think I have a first edition, which is kind of exciting, but I will never sell it.
Do you know about do you know about the sort of like the controversy that surrounded his last days?
I don't know anything.
He was basically like, there was just he had released these limited edition prints, and then his family members just kind of like, he started to sort of like go daffy, and his family members just kind of were like, let's make some more of these prints. Just sign here, Peter. And they really were sort of exploiting him at the end of his life.
Oh no! Sorry,
Yeah,
he's not problematic, is he?
I don't think so. I don't think he's problematic.
If he's problematic, I would like to right now disavow any knowledge of him being problematic.
But Joe, you had a really good Peter Max find. I remember. I think it was kind of when we were starting to talk, like kind of like begin this process of going back and forth, where we would share each other's finds, and it had like a Peter Max auction, like where you find like a bunch of napkins, right?
Stationery.
Peter Max stationery.
Oh,
I still have some if you'd like to see it.
Yeah.
I'll show it later.
If you take a picture.
Did you sell it? Did you sell?
I sold. It probably had about like 15 different boxes of stationery, and I sold all but one. And I still have I still have some of that left. So
did it do well?
Oh yeah, it did. Yeah. It did well. It sold quickly.
Any Peter Max stuff that I see goes very quickly. Like a lot of the shirts and other things, there are clothing items that were like kind of wild, and those are they're very expensive.
We're gonna move on to the next segment, which is Unearthed Treasure.
Unearthed Treasure, it is.
Unearthed Treasure.
All right, Unearthed Treasure. We are back. The theme is.
Before we begin, here's a quick stapler update.
Yeah, thank you. Stop the stapler, please.
The oil is working its magic. Oh my gosh. I think by the end of the episode, it'll be like totally loosened up. I've also decided to oil this here, which is how you screw and unscrew the handle. So I put some oil in there, and I'll try to, so that way I can like do a really thorough cleaning and like sort of de-rust it. Anyway, there we go. Carry on.
What are you oiling with? For the friends at home?
I've decided just to use the very basic 3-in-1 household oil.
That's all right.
I looked into it because like one of the subreddits I subscribe to is the Swiss Army knife subreddit, and everybody's like, when it comes to Swiss Army knife care, they're like, use like WD-40 is okay at first, but it doesn't really have a very long effect. You just use a regular 3-in-1 household oil. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So
I like knowing things.
I like knowing things, and so now, and you go to this is probably also came from a clean out or some, or an estate sale or something where I was just like, oh, 3-in-1 oil, great, 50 cents or free,
vintage 3-in-1 oil. Also, the other treasure topic today is stoner culture. It's Danksgiving, everyone.
Danksgiving, Dank, DANKSGIVING, Danksgiving. What?
What? Yeah.
I got nothing.
420 smoke a place up. Except for Katie, who does not.
No,
she hates fun of all kinds. And so I'll go first. Why not?
Are you stoned right now?
Did your glass break?
No, I did hit the glass, and I'm like, oh my god, that would be so hilarious on multiple fronts. As long as it didn't happen, it would be hilarious. But so this is the Tay of Piglet.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Yeah, it was like a thing in the 90s, and I kind of feel like every person I thought of as a stoner had this in their house. And it was such... Do you remember the Tao of Pooh?
Yes.
So these were like huge books, but this one's also fun, extra, because it's signed by the author.
No way.
Cool.
Yeah, Benjamin Hoff.
And he signed it, hey, take it sleazy. You know what I mean? And then you wink, and then like little drawing of a guy smoking a doob. Is that how he signed it?
Keep on trucking is what but yeah, like that kind of like feels like there's like some, like especially in the 90s, the stoner culture like kind of like I remember just thinking like all the stoners I knew loved Sly and the Family Stone, which is why I could be friends with them sometimes. Because if they were just listening to the Grateful Dead, I'm like, we can't be friends. Like if you can listen to other things, fine. It doesn't. I can
Hot
listen
take.
to. I can listen to the Grateful Dead occasionally, but
Hot
if that's
take.
it,
Canceled.
no. So, but Sly and the Family Stone, I can listen to. Like I'm a huge fan of, and I can listen to all day, and have. Yeah, sure. So, Katie, why don't you go this time?
I don't have anything really stoner culture.
Right.
But I've got one thing.
I just wanted to name the episode Danksgiving, just so we're clear.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know anything about stoner culture, except that I have dated quite a few stoners. So that is, I am stoner. I'm whatever is attractive to stoners. There's something in me and my non-stonerish that they like. So it is that has been a common theme through my life.
I actually have the same thing. When I was in college, like I had never gotten high, and I used to hang out with a bunch of stoners, and they were just like, "It's so wild that you're the one coming up with the weirdest ideas here, and
I
you're
feel
not
like this is a neurodivergent thing. I do believe it is now. Yeah, but
I feel like
I had no idea. I was like,
I feel like if my brain patterns were like looked at, they'd be the same as someone who's stoned all the time.
Correct. That could be. So this is, again, I think I've shown one of my Unif, this brand, before on here. I think I showed my cat jacket that says "Do Cats Pray?" and it has a little cat paws on the front. This is another one of them that's in my. I have like a specialty selling bin that they need to go on eBay, and so this is one of my eBay things that needs to go up. And this is. It says Trollin' with the homies Trollo.
Yeah. No,
and there they are.
Yeah.
And so this is one of they did all of these punny shirts. They did a line of them when that jacket was made somewhere in the 2000s. And everybody wants them. They're very desirable. I just looked and there's only one that I could find for sale right now, and it's $100 on eBay. So it's like there's very specific time period that they did these shirts, and they're just hard to find. And so, and they're all funny like that. They have a lot of like ones with cat stuff, and then they have a lot of ones that are stoner culture related.
Right.
Anyways, that's my item. That's
great. That's actually a really great, like maybe better than mine.
It needs to sell. I need to put it up, except it is yellowed up here. But honestly, I don't think it's going to matter. It's just one of the more beat up. It's one of those ones with intentional holes. The sleeves are intentionally cut. It's made to look worn. So I'm like, it's fine.
It's made to look sweated in.
And
Joe.
it's not old, because I don't even know if it's been washed, because the logo is so clean and the feel of the shirt, it doesn't feel like it's ever been through a wash. So someone probably bought it and sat it in a weird spot in the sun.
Right.
That's what I'm guessing. And then I came across it.
Joe,
what's your stoner culture?
Oh, okay. So this came from an auction, although it didn't a couple weeks ago actually, and you invoked Mr. Natural. Or keep on trucking, rather. And with the Major Domo, which is sort of like the Major Domo of stoner culture, even though he abhors stoner culture, and that's our crumb. And I got this at an auction last week, and you know what? I'm going to take it out of this shiny thing so it's visible. It got a little, unfortunately, like somebody else bought it.
I thought it was a issue of Raw magazine for some reason.
Oh, shoot! I should.
I'm like, you should be so lucky.
I have some issues of Raw magazine, but this is Tommy Toilet says, "Don't forget to wipe your ass, folks." And yeah, so it's like I didn't even buy it. It was actually somebody else had that was at the auction bought it, and it was a lot of some other stuff. It was in a lot of other things that he was buying. And he had no interest in it, and so he just gave it to me, and I was pretty excited and then, of course, in the process of having it, I somehow managed to puncture it while it was in my van. So I have to give it a little give a little give it a little steam iron, and then tape it and frame it so it looks good.
That is Crumb though, the artist.
Yes, that is Crumb.
Does that sell pretty well?
Crumb stuff?
I would think that would.
I think it probably would. I'm gonna, if I don't keep it, it's possible I'll keep it, but I will probably end up. What I'll probably end up doing is like doing the repair on the gouge part.
Yeah.
And then having it framed and then selling it for like, $80 or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
that's.
Anyway, so why don't we move on to our next segment, which is our much-awaited scavenger hunt. Next. All right, our November scavenger hunting for Thanksgiving, however you want to do it. The theme is family.
Oh, but before we begin, update.
Yes.
It's spinning.
Hey.
This is spinning so freely right now. And then I was like, well, that's spinning freely. How about this? And I was able to, the oil, loosen this now. So now I can soak this in vinegar to get the rust off, and it'll be good as gold.
Sweet.
Nice.
Pencil sharpened in gold.
Everybody, your 3-in-1 oil is worth its weight. So don't skip.
I'm gonna pick that up tomorrow. Again, we got the scavenger hunt. The theme is family, and who wants to go? I think
you're first this time.
No, I went first last time. I went.
Joe.
Joe.
I went first for the first time.
Yeah. So Katie.
Okay, hold on a second.
So Chris.
So Joe.
How is the weather?
Good. How about your weather as well?
Very good.
Okay. I buy my family gifts throughout the year for holidays because when I can find them, around and about. And I just looked in the gift box and there's nothing in there. So, family makes my head foggy and sometimes makes me have a hard time with scavenger hunts for family. So what I'd like to do is instead offer my second option for our Halloween spooky, who has become a new member of my family.
Okay.
Because I don't think this is right.
What?
Looks like the daughter you never had.
Oh my!
What? It is a porcelain. They have heels on.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
She's dressed like a cat.
Yeah.
She has little porcelain hands.
Yeah.
And a porcelain face, and her hair appears to be feathers.
What?
Like a feather duster feather.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I mean, that's a cool find. That's a pretty.
Her name's Roberta.
Okay.
Yeah, she's all right. So here she is, friends. Hello.
That is the most family thing you've said about her. Yeah. Okay.
She's all right. Her outfit's real snazzy.
Yeah.
She
looks like my comforter.
I don't know why.
I've got a tiger stripe comforter.
Why was the choice feathers?
I will go. And so this is a little. All right. We get it. It's part of your family. The Walker brothers. They're three brothers who
the Walker brothers.
Do you not know these guys?
No. What do they say? Baby, you don't owe me money. What did it say on the front? No, you don't have.
The sun ain't gonna shine, and baby, you don't have to tell me. They're an American, like a Californian trio of brothers who moved to England and found fame. They're pretty legendary within kind of 60s pop circles.
Joe, what's your family item?
Yeah, what's your family item?
I'll tell you, I struggled with this, and I finally just came to the conclusion that it's about Thanksgiving and family. And I just wanted to say my family item is the family I've made over the past year doing this podcast.
My God!
The dysfunctional.
So that would be Chris and Katie. You are the special family that that live in a separate thing.
So is this literally your ploy for family? Is to play on people's emotions?
Yes, always.
So Chris wins by default.
Yeah, thank you. Two favorite words in the English language: default.
Yeah, Chris, you've won, which I believe gives you a substantial lead.
No, actually, I think Joe and I are tied now. I think Joe had 3, and I have 3, and you have 2. So there's one
I'll
more.
let Roberta know.
So
You let me down.
yeah,
You're going back to the Goodwill. Why do you only have blush on one of your cheeks?
Nope.
Also, this is stoner culture. Look at those eyes.
Also, that felt more like family than anything I've ever seen. Like,
That's
why
because
are you wearing blush on only one cheek?
Because I went to theater school. I can make anything feel like it. You're
like it's a problematic family. Anyway, I have won once. Like
congratulations,
first and last. There's one more Christmas, and it'll be the tiebreaker.
Or biggie.
Huh?
It's a biggie.
Yeah, Christmas. This is for all the marbles.
This is the tiebreaker or the tie maker.
And I feel like it should count for 3 wins.
Okay.
I'm just saying, how much am I behind? Hold on.
You're 1 behind. You'd have to you like the best you can do is tie Joe and I. And
that's what I'd like to do. Oh, yeah. I got it. Okay.
So you got yeah.
Okay.
And because
if Roberta shows up in a Christmas outfit.
Yeah, that would work.
No, because it has to be. But I know the rules. Okay, it doesn't count. Regardless.
Anyway, guys, I think despite you guys clearly not writing the scavenger hunt on your calendars, I think we did it.
Yay!
So let's play that song that we're all craving. Thank you for watching Show and Sell. If you remember, hit like, share, subscribe. But if you don't, everything is gonna be alright. And if you do, things are gonna be a little bit brighter for us. There's an algorithm controlling all of our lives. Thank you for watching Show and Sell. Remember, ring the bell. Thanks, everybody.
All right, woo! Yeah!
Hey, thanks for coming, everybody.